G'day, today we're going to have a look at the Mini Motorways level of Beijing. You can see I haven't attempted this one before, so this is my first time looking at it. And yeah, see if we can get close to 2,000. I realize it's a bit of a dream, so we'll just see how we do. Alright, looks like water there, I'd say. So what we'll do is we will just make a nice straight path through. I have been to Beijing, and I can say that it is a sprawling infrastructure there of both their metro system and their road system. I remember arriving at the airport, and then we took a taxi to our hotel, and it was 2 hours or something, and we were in the city the whole time. It's massive. Definitely not 3 houses in one factory. Let's speed things up. How big this level gets, because they seem pretty separated to start here. You'd almost think that restarting would have been a nice move, just to sort of, because positionally it doesn't seem like it could be any worse than that, but maybe it's sort of their default setup that you get one on one side of the river and one on the other. Alright. We might just go straight up with him. Put him in direct contact with his closest houses. One thing that you can notice when you've got like a T intersection is cars actually slow up as they get to them. Whether you can see him, he slows down just to be sort of cautious. So that's one thing that we sort of, I guess, have to consider when building, is that you don't want to have too many needless roads in place if potentially like fuel will do. So same way that him, I might change it to that so that not everyone's going to have to worry about his T intersection. My other strategy that we're going with from my success in the last one is going to be early roundabouts. So we've got our first roundabout in there. And we'll bring another one in for these guys. Now we're going to make these guys just connect on a different road in, just to separate them a little bit. And since these houses are over there, let's just make this guy connect to that roundabout too. We'll keep these guys separated if we can, because no one else needs to drive over here, and if we made him sort of go straight up, it would just cause Blue having to make that journey. Might just change him to face that way too. Good, another roundabout. So we'll just put that in. May as well use it, so we're just going to put it in there for now. And what we'll do is we'll get these two guys to have their own sort of way in and separate them out. This does make it a little bit more, I guess, appealing to have this guy connect into this roundabout, but yeah, not until there's blue houses anywhere over here should we sort of try and shorten the route, because these guys would otherwise have to sort of go out and down, just for the sole purpose of having them use that roundabout where they're going to have to use this one anyway. There's a lot going on in this roundabout though. This is nice and helpful for having this guy getting bigger and sort of these guys being so far away. But it's not great that these three sort of have to cross each other's path. Not much we can do about it at the moment though, I suppose. Gonna take the roundabout, even though we don't have like a third intersection yet. I think early roundabouts and the early roads are handy. The fact that I already have 50 sort of in excess is quite nice. I wonder what way this city is going to expand out. If we're going down, this is definitely not going to be a long-term good move, because we don't want, yeah, we sort of don't want that. So we'll just pause for a second, separate this out. What we might do is bring these guys up to around about here. We can make them a little bit cleaner too. Just basically as long as they're not running into each other and they've got their own lines. And we might be able to... No, we can't sneak him by to get this guy in. Sort of means to get him to touch that, they'd have to go... Blue has to come in unless I go all the way around somehow, I guess. So I guess that's my only choice, and that's not pretty. I guess once this expands down one, I can at least sort of go around. And it definitely will. So I'll just stay on red at the moment, just keep watching, because it looks like we're going to get something down the bottom, I think. Alright, what we'll do is, since he's going to connect there, we'll make this guy join with those. We'll take the motorway, we'll pause, and I realise that now it's just offered me a bridge. I turned it down and then they've made me have to work across this bridge. Well played. Okay. So we'll build a line straight down there. We'll make him go across, that guy can go straight up. Not a fan of this layout here at all either. These blue guys are having to travel a far way. Okay, so we're going to disconnect that and we will go down and around. Just to relax the congestion. We'll put him there because we don't want to slow down cars on this road just for him coming out, and no other colours should use this space road here. I don't think yellow would. I'm not sure where yellow would go to. Oh no, yellow's going to go up there, sorry. Or across here, they don't need to come down here, of course. So that's alright. This guy, we're just going to leave in the lurch for now. Because I think we've got enough blue houses and he's nowhere near closer to that one to make it any more helpful. I think we just sort of have him straight across here. If we get a bridge, we may as well, but otherwise, yeah, I don't think any urgency there. Now, I wonder if what I should actually do up here, there's 200, so that's the first level of the Beijing Tourist. I'll take another motorway, but I think up here what I could do is pull that out and then we'll go across like this. And again, just sort of reduce them having to worry about that, and they can just use the roundabout to do it. Again, they're really making me use this bottom corner down here. I think I've got not much choice other than just connecting these guys on. Again, it's not great for this warehouse. Because now we've got these guys going this way and then green having to go across the face of them. But I can't separate green out because green's blocking the gap here to get to him. The only thing that grey could do would be then go all the way around. Which I wonder if that's what we should be doing. Just connect this guy onto the red housing. And we got 22. We'll make this red housing connect here as well. Being very generous with the red houses. Is China after all, I suppose. Alright, what if we do this? What if we get rid of, now that we can extend down, let's rebuild our grey route So we'll get rid of that. We'll connect this to green. We'll then just get rid of all our grey connections. And we'll make a road that goes down. So they go one, across, angle up. Gotta wait for some of this to disappear. There we go, a bit more. There we go. Then we'll go in. There we go. So that gets rid of grey having to worry about anyone else. This community here is actually becoming important, but we do have an option there. What we can do is we can get all of these guys to just meet at a point once I have a road. What I can do is get rid of that. Oh no, because there's a grey warehouse up here now. So what we should do is connect. If we get rid of those, oh, I just stole my spot. What colour is that guy up there? Yellow. Okay. Okay, we definitely don't want a motorway because we're running out of tiles, so we need the 20. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go up. He can connect there, he can connect there. These guys can connect across, and we will send them one up there because I like to have just a little one space. Him there. This house hurts as well, this guy, because it now just blocks him into limiting my movement on this this one house. So we'll get these guys to join in here. And what we might do, okay, and we'll move this to go to there. And we will make a really undignified little road that connects those guys too. Now, can I fit a roundabout somewhere in here? There. No, I don't think that's worthwhile. I think it's sort of in here somewhere that I'd want that. So we won't worry about him. Alright, we'll get these red guys connected. We'll make him go that way to clean that up a little bit. These green guys are going to go that way. These guys should go that way. We'll connect these two guys and then have them come down and join here. Which also means that we want to give grey back that connection. We definitely do want another grey a grey centre sort of somewhere up here based on these two guys. We're just going to have to sit on our hands, I guess, and wait till we get another set of tiles. Just having a look to see if there's any tiles that are just not getting any use at all. I suppose these two guys aren't doing anything, so I'm just going to let those two houses get into play because they're in a bit more of an important position than these two yellow ones. I remember I do have that roundabout still in play as well. I think what I want to do with that is possibly separate this out here. What I'll actually do is I'll wait till Sunday to make that change. Okay, we'll take the motorway. Actually I shouldn't have taken the motorway, that was dumb. Because I don't have enough. My problem is I don't have enough tiles, and taking a motorway isn't going to really help that. Connect there too. A lot to not like in this area, and a lot to not really like up here either. There's a lot of houses that have to connect through a very small amount of like inroads, so I can imagine these guys go pretty slow when they try and get to their houses, much like these guys do. So let's try and move him off that main road. I guess we'll make those guys, actually, sorry, I'll get him to connect that way. Just double check to make sure I haven't missed anyone. All houses look connected. Definitely got problems here. So we want to work out how to fix this. And I think the answer might be... Alright, well, another answer that we're going to do once we've got more road is we'll use one of our highways to take grey guys up here. And maybe yellow guys over here too. Because potentially what we can do is reduce the strain on this. Oh, take the roundabout, okay. So, let's pause for a second, let's think about this. So we want to connect these guys here. We want to connect him. We're going to make a little dip down here, and we will connect these. We will put our roundabout there and connect those. We'll make that straight. And just here, we will put in the next of our highways. So that means that they can cover both of those two greys. Now, yellow is in a similar boat. So I think that what we want to do is probably put maybe one here. We'll do it for now. I'm not quite sure where the flow of yellow guys is coming from to sort of cover a lot of this, so we'll set it like that anyway. I'll move him to there so he's sort of a bit closer to it. Alright. Just move this a little bit so I can see how my factories are looking. Interesting placement for this guy up here. Now I guess these houses here are going to do a better job of taking care of him. Grey is really... Okay, do I have another bridge? I don't. Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll just make these guys have their own private highway to work. How many scores have I got? 10. Alright, let's try this. Let's see if we can make it over here. We'll let those yellow guys just work directly. Actually means what we can also do is with one more we can get that there, and these yellow guys might also move that way. Maybe make a yellow connection across here. So we're looking okay so far. I mean, there's a few highways sort of blocking my view a little bit, but I can't see anything that's sort of too disastrous at the moment. Maybe I'll get him to connect. No. Gonna take the motorway. I don't think the map's getting any bigger, so I think that hopefully we don't need too many more squares. So what I can do is that. Should let him be addressed as well. Actually, I'll move him off that way. In come this guy, that guy. And we'll make him come in over here. I don't know if it's just a design of this map, but the grouping of the houses is a lot more together in this one. Haha, still don't have that one road. So how are we looking? Where's our... This is our problem spot, and it's still yellow moving across, but I do have a highway still. So what can we do? Oh, there's 1,000 commuters. So this is where we're about to really take off in our pace. So what I'm going to try is I'm going to put this guy in here to these guys up here. Actually, let's just put it on that extra piece. Right, and the other mistake I made is that I disconnected that road and then I never put it back on. So let's sacrifice this one yellow house for the good of that yellow neighborhood. So this is where we really start to fly with our numbers. So you can see we're already at 1100. So this is really going to be, if we can manage it. Now the problem is I'm going to have to connect him that way. And we're going to have to sacrifice another house, which will be that guy. But ultimately we do want him to connect to this neighborhood that's right next to him. And what we can do is flip these grey guys around. We can do that now actually. Let's flip these guys around. Just wait for them to stop. Just while I'm doing that, we'll just try and keep an eye on everything else. I think what we most need on this next delivery is going to be road. Okay, so now that they've stopped, we can... Is he not allowed to connect there? Let's move that. Run out of road. Alright, who can we sacrifice briefly? Sunday night, we can wait. Alright, 30 road tiles, exactly what we need. Great, so let's pause for a second. Let's get those guys connected. Let's connect this guy, get him up, connected as well. And he'll have to connect that way. We still don't have a bridge though. And this bridge I guess is still needed. There's only one guy crossing it though. I'm going to pull that out for now. And we're going to put it there to let that guy get that closer hub of houses. We're going to put these guys in. Actually, we'll put him at the top. Move him across one and build a road to him, so it's sort of a little bit out of the way, slightly. The fact that we've got 30 will make that a little bit easier. Put him on. There's a lot of different cars in that, and I don't know if my design down here is going to be doing me any favors, or up here. I think that possibly the strategy that I'm going to have a look at for this one is how to manage really high density housing, because that's definitely what this is. Welcome to Beijing. Alright, there's a major problem going on here. What have I got? Nothing. What can I do? Nothing. It's more the fact that there's other cars coming across, I think, that's causing that to be a problem. These green and red cars, but I mean, they've knocked it down, and the aim of the game at this stage is just to keep it flowing, so there's no room in that spot to... I guess we could do this. We can knock that out and go... like that. Actually, let's put... we'll leave him on that one. Okay, so what that should do is So hopefully just relieve the amount of effort that's just going to be smoother, because at the moment that looks like our number one problem child, along with this green one here. Now this green one, do we have any highways? We don't. We're going to look for a highway to try and address that. This whole section down here is a mess though. A bridge would help us be able to cut across here maybe, but I mean, since this is all pinned against a wall, there's nothing but just traffic everywhere down there, I guess. But if we can relieve it by getting green out of that area, definitely it would be good. So we'll take the motorway, we'll pause, and we'll put the motorway here. Yeah, I guess that'll do. Because at this point all we're attempting to do is manage our wounds. It is this guy here. I guess he's sort of looking a lot better now. But with this sort of 700 range, all we've got to do is sort of hold on for about the remainder of this week, really, and we could have this. So we'll add grey, and grey, and grey. Sorry, there's a lot of houses. I realise I've just sort of miss doing their connections. And this guy. Okay, this red house here, I'm just going to leave out for now. I don't think that he's going to contribute. Alright, 200 to go. Alright, we'll just add this grey house and... I'm going to leave him off because I think he's just going to cause congestion there. 850. This red guy here is going quick now too. Oh, all of those reds aren't happy, but all they got to do is hold on, fellas. 920. We'll take the bridge. We might just rebuild that just because it was nice. 950. Here we go. This is going to be a race to the finish line with these reds. 980. I think we got it. 2000, there we go. First attempt. Woo! Did not expect that one. I'll let this play because I can't imagine that we're going to be here much longer. Yeah, so I guess the sort of strategy I tried in LA does seem to be working for me there. Early roundabouts. Separate groups away if you can. So for example, this, I think I only survived because I pulled this blue off that line. Yeah, red eye obviously was a major overflow there. There we go. China, Beijing. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. Until next time, catch you later.